righty. How
Smoke
we
it up.
darn?
Smoke
How we
it up.
darn? See if this is working here.
What's happening, fam? How we doing? How we feeling? Yo, John, shout out to you, brother. I see you in the chat. Thank you so much for signing up to our Patreon.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get you all set up here right now. I'm about to send you a message over on Discord. It looks like you already got your Discord set up. But yeah, appreciate you. Shout out to Steven here, Vic H. I don't know if I can see anyone else up top. I can't really see the chat on the top there.
If
But,
you
shout out
are
to everyone
watching
up here.
today, say how you darn, how you darn, how you darn in the chat. Let us know how you darn. Okay. Just catching up with the chat. Vic says, how many startups y'all doing this season? Curious if it's too late to join. I think he meant the Patreon and get in when it's not too late. We are currently filling up the Kilo League. We use the NATO alphabet to basically name our league. So we're currently filling up the Kilo League. And I think we have about 3 spots left in that league. So it's not too late. I will paste the link to our Patreon in case anyone is interested in joining the league. What we do ask is that you do read through the tier entirely before you sign up. And then, send us a DM on Discord if you have a question. We're always happy to answer any questions. John says, I don't know how many they're doing, but I just joined one. Shout out to John. Steven says, Vic, yesterday they had spots open for the Juliet League. That was a couple days ago. That filled up. But it's getting to be a lot, he says. They got a lot going. So the funny thing is, guys, this is what we want to do for our main job. This is what we're most passionate about. So for us, anytime a league fills, we do always come to each other and we're like, hey, do you feel like you can keep doing another league? There's not been a time when we've said, I feel overwhelmed. We literally love this. I feel like I'm living a dream. I'm getting to talk trades every single day. In the season, we're going to be able to set our lineups. So for me, I think it's literally what we want to do. So we don't have any problem at the moment. But if it gets to the point where we feel like we can't dedicate, time to every single one of our leagues, then no, we won't keep doing them. But at the moment, I mean, this is what we want to do every single day. So I feel like I'm living a dream with the amount of leagues that we're able to be a part of.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good. You create community. We pretty much chat with each and every one of the leagues every single day. And at the end of the day, it may seem like a lot. And I think maybe you guys in 3 or 4, you maybe think that's a lot, but we're talking with people, we're setting our lineups and trading pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
So
when we're not making content, we're trying to find trades. I feel like that's why I said I feel like I'm living a dream.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's huge, but we appreciate each and every one of you. I understand if you guys maybe have some reservations, if you're like, man, I don't know if they can keep up with it or whatever, but hey, just ask the question, let us know. Maybe we can understand, but
always happy to answer.
We'll let you know when it's too much.
Sure.
For sure.
And I think we definitely, if it does become too much, we're not going to keep doing it. Like we want to be to the point where we can give all of our time to every league. And I still get that feeling whenever I see a notification. Someone has sent you a trade offer. I'm like, ooh, what could it be?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it doesn't feel overwhelming. Definitely won't do it. Won't keep starting leagues if it does feel that way. But yeah, I mean, this is quite literally what we do. So we are all aboard the Dynasty train. What's up, Justin? What's up, Drunken Donut? What's up, John? Chris R says, what's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. Same for you, brother. Justin says, I'm in the Juliet League, but I just joined on YouTube. Just joined in YouTube? Do you mean you just subscribed, or what do you mean by that? What's up, fellas? Monty says, what's up, brother? Vic says, right on. Appreciate the content. Of course, man. What we love to do. Chris says, do you guys know when the players officially get put on IR? Drafted JMO and was curious when I get to move him to IR. So Sleeper, they only update their designations when the team does. So really, it's up to the team to put him on IR. Until the team does that, Sleeper won't change it.
Yeah, exactly.
Joseph says, I've been getting lucky with trades recently. People are desperate to move since it's the off season. I love that for you. What's up, J Rock? What's up, Cole? All right, guys, we have a startup draft today. And if you guys have not dropped a like, show your boys some love.
You like that? You like that?
Do you like it? Can you drop a like for us? Let's see what we can do together.
Huge.
I just made a trade yesterday. Pretty simple one. Me and Chase, when I went to bed last night, saw this in my inbox, and I thought, you know, I think I would take Claypool over Tony. It's close, but I took it straight up. Pretty excited about that one. We have a draft next week, the India League. 5 days, 6 days, pretty much 6 days from right now, we will be drafting, which is going to be exciting.
That is a crazy one.
Yes, let's look at the draft room there. Look at this draft board.
This is completely different, night and day compared to that hotel league that we just had.
This is crazy. I've only made one trade. Wow. I mean, I don't think there's a single team who hasn't made a trade.
No, and I don't have my first pick is not till the 4th.
Jeez, you're going 2020,
2023 to the moon again, baby. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to AJ Thompson for signing up there on Patreon, brother. We'll get you all signed up.
Ooh, thank you, AJ, for the sign up over on Patreon. Yeah, we'll send you some information here after these live streams today. Get you all set up with your fantasy hotline.
Same thing with you, John. I kind of started going halfway, but I said let me focus on this live stream, so you can kind of see that I send you that, set up that hotline.
Who watched Deshaun Watson's interview, by the way? Dude couldn't answer a question straight to save his life, could he?
Hey, you know, for me, I don't think anything was wrong, but I can't.
You know, the one that threw me off a lot. They were like, the one where they asked him. So the report from the New York Times that came out, where they said 66. You saw 66 different masseuses over a span of 17 months. Does that number sound right? And he said, you know, that's a legal question. You're going to have to ask my lawyer. What do you mean you don't know if that number is right? Isn't that so strange? Isn't that so strange to say? Like, if that number wasn't right, you'd be like, that's ridiculous. No way. Like, that number is completely inaccurate. But
he needs to ask.
Isn't that such a weird response?
Hey, it's interesting. Let me tell you that much. It is very, very interesting. So,
I thought it was strange.
I don't know.
Okay, catching up with the chat. Justin says, is the link to join here the same as being a member in Patreon? So the mocks that you're seeing right here are just mock drafts that we allow people to join from our Discord. Our Patreon are like actual leagues that we host where people can support us. They can be a part of a league. They can get the fantasy hotline. They can get the rankings, the supporter only streams. JC says, my wife Rachel and I say hi. What's up, Rachel? Hope you're having a good day.
What's happening, Rachel?
Joseph says, literally traded Tyreek for Bateman and 2 firsts. Congrats, that's huge. Drunken says, Juliet board got inspired to look like that. Yes, sir. John says, what are some other trades going down in your leagues? Hey, okay, Yoki. What's up, brother? We'll have to look at that on a different live stream because there's just so many trades that are going down. Mike says, great video thumbnail. Elijah Moore is set to blast off. I love it.
Look it up, baby.
Yes. Monty says, I can't trade Tyler Lockett for anything right now. Yeah, you kind of have to hold on to him.
Yeah.
John says, if I hired 10 massage therapists, I wouldn't know the number either. Fair.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was watching Skip and Bayless and Shannon and Skip, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Shannon is just so funny. He's like, Skip, 23? That's all right. I don't know, but 66? But 66 people, skip something
Yeah.
there. I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, Shannon, like that's just so funny. He's like, I got a girl that worked on me for years. It's only one girl. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's kind of sus, but I get what you're saying in the massage
Right.
therapy where, yeah, it was just funny. Anyways,
Yeah. I understand. What's up, Yoki? Oh, this is Dom. What's up, bro? Thanks for the sub. Ethan says, when you're being sued by 26 people, pretty sure the answer to every question is ask my lawyer. That's very true. You would just, I guess when you are being interviewed by the media, you would hope to have some sort of confidence in because he's saying that he didn't do these kind of things. It just didn't feel like he had confidence in what he was saying, or that he really just felt so nonchalant. You know, when you want to fight for your justice, it feels like you would be so like strong in your convictions. Like, no, that's ridiculous. That report is ridiculous. You know, I don't know. But of course, I've never been sued by 26 people, so I haven't been there.
yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough.
Okay, so Badaki, how can people join today's mock draft?
Yeah, super simple, super easy. The link is in the description below. It says join Discord here. Join our Discord. And all you have to do is go to the Dynasty Damn It channel, go to Dynasty Mock Draft, I guess sub channel, click on that. That's where we always drop our links to our Dynasty Mock Drafts. That's where you can see all our previous links there, where, you know, we say, hey, join our mock draft here, join our live streams, etc., etc. We're going live here. That's where we always drop our links there. So once again, the description below, join our Discord. Over, I think, 650 plus people in there. The community is growing. It is first come, first serve, as always.
Yeah, it's a great community as well, because, you know, we on Discord, we tend to really only reply to people on the fantasy hotline. You know, people who support us over on Patreon, we set up the fantasy hotline for them. But so many people are in our community are having conversations daily, and that's awesome to see. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and send out the link.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Yes, 600 plus people there. It's awesome. It's really awesome. I send that link out there, and we're going. People are jumping in. You know, John signed up for redraft. Redraft is coming, brother. I double checked. John Guzman, it says Fantasyland Gold Redraft League, which is awesome. I don't know if John wants to do redraft or
it might have been a mistake. We'll see.
Or Dynasty, but let us know, John. Maybe you're here now. Maybe we can clarify that up for you. But if you do redraft, that's awesome as well. You know, we can definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
Looks like ATJ is playing in both though. It looks like he's playing Dynasty and redraft. That's going to be really fun. John, if you want to do redraft, of course, we're going to put you in redraft. But if you want to do Dynasty, just edit your tier to the Dynasty.
Yeah.
The Dynasty
just
tier. It's the
just
same
edit
price.
it to Dynasty. Yeah. That's good that you're here, and we can just sort that out for you, man.
Yep. All right. So we are doing a Dynasty startup mock draft. It is not tight end premium. It is PPR format. 1 quarterback. There's a super flex spot. You got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and 2 flexes. So we'll have 60 seconds on the clock, and we'll go ahead and start this bad boy right now. Right, meow.
Start it up.
Chase Stomp says, anyone in the Echo League want Watson for a 25 fourth? Yikes. It's rough.
Is that what you have? You have Watson? I traded him, man. I traded him away, and the more and more I hear about it, the more and more happy I am that I just got a first back, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is tough, though.
Someone just has to be patient if they want him. I mean, look, in a year's time, if he plays, it's going to be worth it for you. Really. Like, it will be worth it for whoever trades for him.
Absolutely.
Steven, do you mean the interception that was going around media? Yeah, there's been a lot of interceptions going around social media of Deshaun Watson in Browns camp. I'll take Patty here at the 1-3. Thank you very much.
Wow.
There's been a lot of interceptions going on.
Jamar Chase at the 1-4.
Oh, Steven says 303. Yes. So, right. You're correct there. Yesterday, we did a real draft, and Deshaun went at the 303. And, you know, I think that makes sense at this point. I think that's probably where he should be valued with all the concerns, the upside and the concerns combined, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It does make sense. Once again, you just feel closer as you get closer and closer. It feels, or you hear more and more. It just feels more comfortable that he keeps falling. He's like, I'll take a shot here. I'll take a shot here.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait and see how it goes. Jamar Chase at the 1-4, Burrow, Murray, Lamar, Jefferson at the 1-8, Jonathan Taylor here. Jamar Chase going in the top 5. I wonder. I mean, we haven't seen that in any of our follower leagues. We've only seen it in mock drafts. Has anyone taken Jamar Chase within the top 5 with people like a Burrow, a Kyler, or Lamar Jackson on the board? I'm interested to know that, because top 5,
Maybe
I think
it's
that's
a
pretty
strategy
high.
he's trying.
Maybe it is.
But yeah, I think I would. Obviously, you guys know me. I would probably bet on these quarterbacks over Chase. Love Chase, but I think in Superflex I would want to bet on Burrow and Murray. I think definitely Burrow. Then you can have the conversation Murray Jackson. Your 106 yesterday was right there. Yeah, you went Chase at the 106, didn't you?
Yeah, I did take Chase at the 106. I mean, it's not far off, but I mean, I think that's where he would go. 106, 107, 108, really depending on how it goes. And I'm happy. I was happy with my quarterbacks too, because I was kind of solidifying my wide receivers early.
Sure.
I got Chase and.
What did you guys think about this report from Najee? He goes at the 110. I did see that report about 7 days ago that he himself expects to have a reduced role. Saying things like, I'm taking time off. I will not be on the field for certain plays. It's about being smart, like to extend his career. Because really, he thrived off of targets and workload last year. It was not efficiency. It was not efficiency at all. So I wonder if that worries anyone, here in the chat. Let us know.
Right.
Obviously, he's still going to be great. It's not as if just because he might not be on certain plays doesn't mean he's not going to still get like 15 to 20 touches a game. But just a question I'm kind of throwing out there. Like, does that worry anyone at all? That they're already kind of trying to handle his workload a little bit this early in his career.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I think we would see less efficiency in the passing and maybe, a drop or two in attempts, a drop or two in targets. But I think we will see more touchdowns. It'll be the offense itself, the hope and expectations that it's going to be more efficient. It's going to get into the red zone a lot better. Okay. He's going to be punching it in. So maybe he doesn't get his work from necessarily the air anymore. Or you take a step or two back, or target or two back in the air, and then you get maybe one or two more touchdowns, throughout the season.
I don't think it's a reason to really panic based off of the talent and, the clear gap in talent from anyone else who would touch the ball in that backfield. But it's interesting at least to monitor. So we see Dak go at the 111, Pitts at the 112, then CeeDee Lamb, Cooper Kupp, Russell Wilson, and DeAndre Swift at the 2-4. Now Badaki's on the clock. He goes back-to-back quarterbacks with Jackson and Matt Stafford. Any comment on those picks?
Sorry, I was just
like setting up the floor for you.
I was checking the emails. I'm sorry. Because we just got some new notifications. I think it's good. Swift going at the 2-4 here, and then you get the Trey Lance falling to the 2-5. I think in this draft, I think it's good for Drunken Donut. Usually he goes 2-1, 2-2, maybe even in the first. I think it's good, and I went Matthew Stafford there. Lamar Jackson and Matthew Stafford. Imagine having Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Ooh.
I prefer Lamar Jackson and Matthew Stafford, but yeah.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Jalen Hurts, Javonte, Brees at the 2-9.
Yeah.
Going as the RB5.
Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm sitting here like...
You're on the clock.
What's going on? And I'm the dumbass who's not realizing he's on the clock. Man, this is a weird place to be.
You guys just went there at the 2-9. That would be tough. I'm assuming that's maybe what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I would say Akers was or Breece Hall was probably the pick there. Now I kind of feel like I'm panicking a little bit. I only looked at the clock with about 25 seconds left. I'm going to try and go Mark Andrews here. Let's see how this feels. I don't really draft Mark that much, so I want to try that in this mock. Steven says, from a longevity standpoint, what's good for Najee? Good for Najee managers. I can tend to agree there. Alex says, not worried. They had other negative factors last year, so it will balance out. When the game is on the line, it will be him, not Benny Snell. I would definitely agree there. I wonder if we will see the Steelers, though, with these comments from him and the modern day NFL. I wonder if we'll see them draft will they bring in a J.D. McKissick type player through the draft, right? Will they bring in a James Cook at some point? I wonder if that's in their plans. Not that it's something that we should overreact to at all. It's just a thought. Steven says, Lance and Stafford keep going like a round before their ADP. How is their ADP still that low? I don't know. Is that Sleeper's ADP in particular? Maybe.
Yeah.
Stafford is definitely going higher than his ADP consistently. Same with Trey.
Trigger Trey.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there, Steven. I don't know how that's happening. Shout out to the 48 people watching the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Let us know what you had for dinner. I want to know what you ate. I want to know if you're living good. Hopefully you had a good day. AJ Brown goes off the board, then CMC and T. Higgins. T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Classic. They stump on the clock here. T goes Waddle.
Ooh.
Maybe a guy you were trying to get there.
Yeah, I just keep getting put in really weird positions with like players that I like barely going off the board right before I have a chance to draft them.
Yeah. I mean, Waddle fell to me at the 3-6 yesterday. I thought that was really, really amazing personally, but
Sure.
I don't know what you think about that. But I definitely do.
No, obviously. I love Jalen Waddle. I'm on the board here, and I mean, Deshaun Watson should be the pick here. It really should be Deshaun Watson here.
Maybe.
But I'm gonna try a different strategy in this mock. And I just want to see how this would work if I tried a certain strategy. So let's see how this goes. I don't know. If you're a win now team, do you actually draft Deshaun Watson? Do you know like my confusion there? Like, if I'm a win now team, do I actually draft Deshaun Watson? Because technically, he's not going to help me win games this year.
Yeah.
That is such
tough.
an interesting conversation.
JC brought up something really interesting. Since 2023 class is loaded with RBs, is it possible that we see teams with established running back room take talent players there, etc.? Rams,
Yes.
for example, Rams, Saints, Titans. I definitely do believe so.
Yes.
And you got to think of these guys maybe in the second to last year of their contract, or maybe their last year. Like, for example, I think Henry is in his last year of his contract.
Sure. Alvin.
Let me just double check here. Let me look
and, with Cam as well, I don't think it's crazy to say that they could potentially draft another running back. What else do the Rams need if they want to extend that window? If Cam's not showing the efficiency that he was pre-injury, I don't think it's crazy to say that they could draft a running back. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wouldn't surprise me because even this year we saw some established teams bring in running backs and we were like, what? So it's such a good class. Definitely wouldn't surprise me.
I think, look, so these are the running backs that are free agents
Next year? Okay.
Saquon, Kareem, Penny, Drake, Josh Jacobs. I'm just looking for like Ronald Jones. Tell him, Blaze. Miles Sanders. That's about it. Darrell Henderson.
Right.
David Montgomery. In their last year, Damian Harris. There's a lot of teams out there that is going to need a new running back.
Sure. Let's go ahead and turn these sounds on now. Yeah. What about the Chargers? I know a lot of people believe in Isaiah Spiller. We've never been a channel that has. Like, what if they bring in someone?
Yeah, it's so tough, man. It is really tough.
I would say, to me, the Cardinals feel like a pretty, like, well in that category of a potential.
We thought that this year too.
We did. Obviously, they
We were
re-signed
like,
James
"Please."
Conner, but I'm like one more year outside of him getting a little bit older, a little bit less efficient. He was so bad in a yards per carry perspective last year. So,
yeah, it's very interesting. I think even teams that have those older running backs, like the Henrys. I'm thinking of Henry maybe. I mean, Dalvin is not old, but at the end of this year, he'll be 27 years old. A guy that has gotten a lot of workload already. I don't know what his contract is looking like. I'm kind of scared of those guys. The Dalvins, the Alvins, the Henrys, the Chubbs, the Saquons. Sure. I'm scared of those guys getting a surprise. Like, oh shit, like maybe they don't get a first round running back, but they get a second round. It's like, damn, this is a guy that could take the workload from them.
Right.
These are the guys that can be the new Dalvin, Alvins, Henry. Which I'm scared because once those guys are drafted, you don't know where to move. You don't know how to navigate that. Like, it's going to be really difficult.
Sure. Cole says yes, he thinks that the 23 class will shift a lot of running back room. Steven loves the Allen, CMC, and Higgins start for team 1 there. John says would never draft Deshaun Watson in a win now window. Ross says that if Watson's available, I think he's a good risk to take. Late third is better than mid second. Would tend to agree with you. At some point, it's absolutely worth the risk. I tend to agree there. Yeah. Taylor and Swift went later than usual. I would say Jonathan Taylor, typically, I guess within our community, he's not someone that people are spending the 101 or like a top 5 pick typically on anymore. I think that's been a lot of, like, we've tried to encourage people to really establish their teams with those quarterbacks to begin. So I think we see JT typically go around 1-7 onwards in most of our drafts and in our mock drafts.
I thought he was referring to like the NFL, the real draft, because we were talking about like running backs. But anyways, like people like.
I assume he's talking about the mock draft. But I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
But, yeah. So we see Swift at the 2-4. Then we see Mixon at the 3-10. Right after, Deshaun Watson at the 3-9. Zach Wilson, Tua, Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill off the board. Debo, Samuel. Man, can Debo just re-sign already?
Oh shit, I wanted Drake. I was confident there. And
Drizzy Drake.
I wanted Drizzy Drake Rogers. It's so tough, like DK I think is very interesting. I never draft DK. I don't know what's gonna happen with my guy. Hey, you know what? Maybe get what am I looking at here?
Sleeper just released I think this is an article about new features. Let me try and see if I can. Where was that? Maybe they can. If anyone from Sleeper's out there, anytime I push on a notification, it never actually goes to the notification. Maybe you guys could work on that potentially. What in the world? I just saw the notification. Now I clicked on it and it's gone. What can you do?
What can you do?
What would you do?
Bar, clown that bar.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Goes Dalvin off the board. All right, Traylon is off the board. What would I do here?
They released like patch notes for Sleeper. Sleeper patch notes. Let's see if I can even look that up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was talking about the mock draft. That's fair. All right, here we go. Sleeper. 10 hours ago. Let's see. For the first 2022 new feature announcement, we have a little surprise. We have 4 new features in the thread below that enable Sleeper to be a new home for Scott Fishbowl leagues. Also,
Where are you seeing
us,
this?
I just looked on Twitter.
Oh,
Also gave us 10 SFB invites giveaway. Scott Fishbowl invites. Well, that's kind of cool. Shout out to Scott Fishbowl to collaborating with the guy, I guess. Let's see what else. Show in the thread. Duplicate league settings. Have a bunch of leagues that are all
Yeah,
use
that
the
was
same
awesome for
integration
us.
setting.
That was awesome for us.
Points per first down. You now have the ability to add points PP1D.
Oh my goodness.
And separate the scoring options by position.
Oh my goodness.
Overnight draft clock stop. Set custom stops and start times for your draft clock.
That's for obviously slow drafts.
And then commish only invites for leagues where you don't trust your league mates with invites. Worry not with this new feature. Damn. People really been complaining about that, right?
Well, hopefully. I like some of these, you know, the points per first down is, I don't know how to feel about that yet. This makes a lot of sense for slow drafts, the overnight clock.
Points per first down. I mean, that's interesting. Who would that benefit? You know, like.
Well, you know, it depends on what position you add it to. Because they just said you can.
I guess I guess maybe the real question is, where would you really appoint that to? Like, who would you appoint that to? That would be interesting for like running backs. I mean, I'm not running backs. Excuse me, quarterbacks. But it would be really skewed for someone like a Lamar, Kyler, compared to guys like Aaron Rodgers that never runs the ball, or like a Tom Brady that never runs the ball.
Well, I think they said you can add it to any position. So, you know, wide receivers I think would probably benefit more than anyone. I feel like positionally, wide receivers probably get more first downs than any other position. It's interesting.
That's tough. I wonder how we can integrate that.
Steven says, I might have missed this, but what do y'all think about the year 2 quarterbacks this year? We've talked a lot about the year 2 guys on our channel. We got multiple videos for all of them, but overall, I don't think that we're ready to rule out anyone yet. I'm probably highest on Trey Lance. I definitely am highest on Trey Lance. Love what Jacksonville did for Trevor Lawrence this year. Even though they might have overpaid, at least they put things around him that were necessary, which the Bears did not. Zach Wilson got a lot of help as well, so definitely optimistic.
Yeah, it's optimistic for each and every one of these guys against the guy that people worry about and think the fantasy community would worry about is Justin Fields. I think maybe he can. I still believe in him.
Sure.
I believe in what he can do, and I wonder if he can. This is a good opportunity to see that. Hey, he actually needs help around him, or he's just so good that he can make anyone around him relevant.
Sure.
I'm not. And those are the two. Those are going to be the two conversations going into the end of next year.
Steven says it's been a discussion just a bit to reflect on the fact that not every yard has the same value in real life. It's a very good point. It's interesting. Let's see how it's implemented. Raw says should add trading picks in mocks drafts with CPU. JC says Cole and I have a league with half PPR, half point per first down. That's cool. Just got in here because I'm at work. We are doing another draft I can catch after this one. Zach, we're doing a redraft mock right after this.
Yep.
I heard about that as well, Drusiv.
That's funny.
Points per pass interference.
Trying to get him killed out there.
I've heard about that for sure. Lots of settings happening, y'all. Lots of settings.
I don't know. I mean, interference calls, that's kind of tough, you know? I guess that would really play into like defense. You know, you get to look at teams that have the most PI calls, and you want to start those players, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I
That
mean,
would bring a
that's
whole new
aspect to it. You know, like a whole
analytics to look at.
yeah, that would be very, very interesting. So
Will be very interesting. I want them to just fix the daily waivers because it's a mess right now. Like, thank God they're working in our leagues, but some of our personal leagues, we've had the setting there for like 2 weeks. And it's just not doing anything. I'll turn the setting off, I'll turn it back on. Those custom daily waivers, and it won't let me change the time either. Those are a nightmare right now. Nightmare. How the hell is Jerry Jeudy available at the 6'6"?
see you there, boys.
How the hell is he available there?
I'm pretty
Genuine
frustrated.
question.
In one of our follow leagues,
I genuinely don't understand how he's available there.
he fell that low after that news came out about like how he went to jail, and everyone was like, "Shit." He's like, and we drafted the next day, and everyone was like, "I don't know what's gonna happen with Jerry Jeudy." And I was drafting him in the 4th, like two startups before, and he fell to the 6th. I was like, "Damn, I should have just taken him."
Yeah, that makes him the wide receiver 27, which I have him quite significantly higher than that. He's my wide receiver 18.
Drunk says growing pool's a major concern.
Fair
The
enough.
value on Kelsey is insane. John said. Dylan said. Traylon says Lamar Jackson, a good quarterback. Said I have the Texan. I had a Texans fan in my league. Traded me Trey Lance for Davis Mills. Trade up. Oh my gosh. That's just GG's, isn't it? Here we go. I just got the notification on Sleeper. Let's see. And I opened it, and it didn't take me anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You love to see it. Let's see where I can see all. No, I can't see anything there. Maybe it's on the bottom there. My feed. No. Or read the latest, maybe.
Dylan says Trey Lance, Lamar Jackson, a good quarterback set. I had Texans fans in my league trade me Trey Lance for Davis Mills straight up.
I already
Congratulations.
That's okay.
You've done really well there. You've done really well there, Dylan. John loves the value on Kelsey here at the 6'2". Steven says that's tough, but I think there's a bit of a trend in recent years for quarterbacks to underthrow deep passes and get the PI. Again, reflecting real life, but not a fun part of real life. Totally. Could you imagine losing your fantasy week on a PI? And a lot of those are
Those are like could be like last minute things, you know, like fourth quarter plays.
No, but
you know.
there's a lot of human error in it as well.
Mhm.
That's what concerns me.
I think like they should get.
I heard
No.
players are tackling now. Oh, in practice? That's not a good idea. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm thinking like I'm trying to think of like even medium. You know, if let's say it was a pass interference call for 20 yards, I think
Right.
2 points is extreme if you're going to go per yard. You know,
Right.
I wonder where you can find that medium. Is it like half a
Exactly.
point?
ATJ says sometimes PIs are just terrible calls. That's so true. That'd be so frustrating if you watch a call and you're like, that is so terrible, but my opponent just
then
got
you
like
lose
10
that.
points because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. Wonder what people's response will be to it. Shout out to the 60 people watching the stream. Hope you've been having a good day. Thanks for hanging out with us.
How you doing?
How you
How you
doing?
doing?
See what Pat Sertan does here.
Ratchet's 10 always does this, brother.
Yeah, always around round 7 going auto. Come on, Patty.
Got to be better than that, brother. I'm looking at you now. You got to be better.
It's okay if you know, if you guys can't do the entire mock, it's okay to skip one, you know. Just be there for the ones that you can do. All right, Gibby is off the board. And that's that puts me in a good spot because I was kind of hoping to grab Josh Jacobs at the 7-3. And now here he is. I think I'm going to grab him here. Yeah, I feel pretty good about the value on Josh Jacobs here.
Give it to JJ. Joseph had to pick 4 keepers from Chubb, Terry, Jerry, Mitchell, and Elijah Moore. Who should I throw back in the draft? I think for sure you're throwing back Nick Chubb.
I don't know. I'm assuming you get back the draft pick that you used on him, right? Or do you just get to keep these players and they get out of the pool? Because some keeper leagues are a little bit different. Do you get to keep the, like, if you, let's say you spent a first round pick on Nick Chubb last year, do you get that pick back, or does this player just get put back in the pool? Because it says no draft pick condition. Well, then I think that's a little bit different. I don't think I'm keeping Elijah Moore over Chubb.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would say Elijah Moore is the one I would throw back into the draft, personally. I'd rather have McLaurin. I'd rather have Judy. I'd rather have Mitchell. I'd rather have Chubb.
Yeah. It's tough. That makes sense if you can't just get, the pick back.
Yeah. Jeremy says some referee teams call PI more than others. That's true. So, like, are we going to start doing analytics where we're like, well, this referee tends to throws PI on 20% of pass attempts, but this guy, he throws a pass interference call on only 10%. Like, I wonder what sort of conversations we're going to start having if that becomes big.
I think, what if it's like a PI?
I don't know if I don't know if this is gonna take off though. I'll be honest.
I don't think so either. But what if it's like just a margin? Like, what if like it's pass interference only on plays that the player is clearly, and when I say clearly, I mean like on plays that are 20 yards or below, and it is pretty clear that the player has either been disrupted from his route or held completely. Like, it's not like it's a 50-yard bomb, boom, there goes 5 points to you right there, and it's a PI. Like, maybe it's a margin where like you have to have it below a certain yardage.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that. And it's interesting. I'm not so certain that it will take off as like being a normal part of leagues, but we'll see. Imagine there might be some people who wouldn't want that in the game, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we got
Fournette goes, Waller goes, Jones goes.
Oh, what a day already.
Dang, Sutton is such good value.
But I got now Jerry and Sutton. GG's.
Oh, that's frustrating. James Cook goes off the board. I'm just going to keep getting guys that fit my strategy.
Keep going, brother. Whoa. We're going to go round 15.
Yeah, round 15. All right, so there goes Watson, Zeke, Damian.
There's a lot of running backs over there.
What, team one? Yeah.
Hey, yeah, 5 running backs. Dun, 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 dun. Scott Fishbowl, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
22. People love Scotty the Fish.
Well, what he does is awesome, you know, for charity and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know that for sure. It is kind of cool. 200 IQ from the guy. Honestly,
Just, yeah, really awesome what he does.
those videos today go from 49 to 53, brother.
Okay.
NFL beat writers. Let's see. What was this? Did this just happen? David Bell. He has seemed to catch everything thrown his way in the open practice. Though Bell said he's dropped a pass in either the first or second OTA practice. Bell said his locker is next to Watson's, which is something that has helped them to build a relationship.
That's funny.
That is funny, right?
Unfortunately, we're not even sure if that's gonna really pan out.
Hey, David, is Watson gonna play, my guy, or what?
Yeah, let's ask David what his thoughts are on it.
Yeah. Honestly, nothing wrong with it, but I can't say legally. Gotta ask my lawyers.
What, David's gonna say that?
Imagine.
Need to ask my lawyers what I can say.
Yeah, I need to ask. Sorry, man. Or I mean, you're sitting right next to Deshaun. Your lockers right next to each other. Hey, Deshaun, what do you think?
We are. All of us are just so unaware of what's happening. What's up, Blaney? I see you over there on Twitch. That might have been way earlier. Missing fantasy football way too much. Hurry up, September. That's why you gotta get in love with Dynasty, Leany. Because it never has to stop. What's good, Yoki? See you over there on Twitch. Can Bell give a good massage? Oh my goodness. Someone said Mooney's good value. I agree. At the 8-1, that's pretty good value there.
Yeah, it was. Almost took Mooney over Allen Robinson there.
Steven says, I thought Badaki was joking. Chubb is one of my tier 2 running backs in redraft. Josh says 223 first and a 23 second or DeAndre Swift. I think I would lean
223 first and a 23 second for Swifty.
I think I might lean the firsts. I think I'm leaning the picks. Can you get like a low tier running back as well in that deal? I think I lean the picks personally.
Yeah, I like the picks personally.
ATJ says you're doing a mock today. If so, is it already full? We're doing a redraft mock, and we'll send out the link when we're live over there on the redraft channel right after this one. Can Bell give a good massage? John Herbert, is Deshaun a friend of the channel?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a friend of the channel?
I mean, any publicity is good publicity, right? I guess. No, that's terrible.
Maybe not that publicity.
Maybe not. Exactly. Dylan Hopkins going after Juju is wild. Yeah.
I would prefer Juju in Dynasty.
Yeah, it depends on how you view DeAndre Hopkins moving forward, especially with this basically 7-game suspension, because you got to add the bye week into that. So 6-game suspension with the bye week. He's basically missing more than half of the season. Is he by that time? You know your chances of making it to the playoffs another 4 weeks. Can he really turn your team around in that span? I think maybe try to go with a younger asset, a younger player.
Yeah,
that's what we've been saying. We're kind of avoiding DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think I've drafted DeAndre Hopkins. Like, obviously, maybe unless it's value.
He's just one of those guys. I don't think the 9-9 is a bad pick at all for Hopkins. I think he's gonna return good value, but the way I view it is I think the peak's already hit. He's not getting targeted the way that he was in Houston. I mean, last year he was getting I think around 6.5 targets a game. That's not elite numbers. Now he's coming back to an offense that I don't think it's crazy to say Hollywood and Kyler are about to form a nice connection. Will he be hyper targeted again in his career? I don't know what the answer is there. And I think the peak might have already hit. So he's someone like, if he was available at the 10-10, because I am doing a win now strategy with this mock draft, I probably would have taken him. But for me, even in a win now team, I don't know how much I want to invest into him in a startup draft as well, because he's not helping me win for 6 games, but he also has the bye week he has to serve after the 6 games. It's a hard one. It's a really hard one. But Moriera says, just traded Garrett Wilson for Christian Watson and a 23 first. I'm not very high on Garrett Wilson compared to the rest of the community, so I would definitely take that. I don't know where Badaki stands there.
So traded Garrett Wilson for Christian Watson 23 first. So you received the 23 first?
And Christian Watson.
And Christian Watson. It's interesting. I mean, if that 23 first can be in Jackson Smith, that'd be nice. I like Garrett. It's a tough one. I think it's fairly even.
I would take the 23 first.
Yeah, you get the first back because you essentially drafted Garrett Wilson in the top 5. So top 5, depending on your league, top 8. So yeah, I like the first.
You put Garrett Wilson in next year's class. I'm not sure. He's not a top 5 pick in next year's class. Depends on how you feel about him, though. John says, not football related, but Christian Wood traded to the Mavs. He kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he? That's awesome for him. He came out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
He definitely deserves all the praise he's been getting. Good player. Never really figured it out at the beginning, but once it clicked, it felt like it really clicked for him. So I think, yeah, he might be a good running mate for Luka. Let's see. Glad he got out of Houston, though. That was a shit show.
I got out of Houston, you know.
H-Town.
H-Town, pump you up.
I'll take Christian Kirk here.
Ronnie said Wentz over Michael Thomas. I don't know if he's joking or not, but yeah, I mean, we will say the same thing about DeAndre Hopkins. We will say about Michael Thomas. We haven't seen Michael Thomas on the field for over a year now.
Sure.
And there's already reports saying that he might not even be ready for training camp. What you doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing for so long?
Like,
You just made a lot of irresponsible decisions as well. I would say I don't think it's crazy for someone to draft Michael Thomas over Wentz. For me, I was looking at my team. I'm trying to find one more quarterback that I can have as a starter for this win now strategy. And I don't really trust anyone else on the board. As much as we want to bag on Carson Wentz, he was quarterback 13 last year. So I kind of viewed him as a reliable guy. Whereas I actually was probably going to take Kirk over Michael Thomas anyway. So I just wanted to lock up Wentz in case the auto draft gave Team 1 another quarterback. But, you know, I'm not against Michael Thomas, especially at this point in the draft. But it's just not someone I personally want to invest in. Yeah. Definitely, obviously, if you're a win now team, I get it.
Plus, they paid him. About Christian Woods.
Got a bag. Woods got a bag. Karen says, when will we draft for our dynasty? We'll have to figure that out.
Oh, damn.
It's kind of hard to figure out who in that league is keen, Karen. Like, who is actually down to do it or not.
Yeah, right. Because we've been doing redraft with them, not dynasty.
We've only been doing redraft with that crew. The old college crew. Kind of. But I'm down. Definitely down. Patterson goes at the 11-7. That was so long ago. You might be right, Karen. I can't remember. That feels like ages ago. Why don't you send a message in that chat? Let's see who's keen.
I forget who's even in that league.
Well, we got Jack Mara, obviously Kieran. Sam's there. Luke is there. Is Steve there? I don't remember. Steve is.
Steve's
can't
up and
remember.
down.
I'm pretty sure Burnsy's there. You and me, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, so we see
Hello.
Singletary, Michael Gallup, Alec Pierce, and Noah Fant off the board there. Yes, that's right. Jolie. Crouchy, I don't think Crouchy's in the league anymore, though.
No, he said he didn't-
Crouchy left a little while ago. We replaced
He
Jack
left.
with him.
and he left in redraft. So
Yeah.
he wants to do Dynasty.
Steve. That's the other thing. I do not trust Steve with the Dynasty League. Steve doesn't even reply to trades when it's redraft season.
Yeah.
He would be a tragedy. But we can definitely send a text. Let's see what people are feeling like. Trey McBride off the board. Lockett, John Mechie. I really hope for Tyler Lockett's sake he gets traded. Just for his career path, you know. Let's go ahead and change the clock to 30 seconds. I forgot to do that. We'll do that on your pick, Vidaki.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that here.
Do it there. Gosh, I'm tired today, guys. All right. Take another wide receiver here. Jalen Tolbert.
We should trade Steve for 2 first rounders. Not a bad idea at all. Zach Ertz off the board. Desmond Ritter off the board.
What now?
Here I
didn't
am.
realize.
Ooh, hello, Adam.
Adam.
I feel like doing a win now strategy. It's just so much easier
Yeah.
for me at some point. I guess running backs I didn't nail. You could definitely say I didn't nail running backs here. But I just feel like the veteran players always fall in Dynasty.
Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do. MP, what's happening, brother? Best wedding ever. Everyone got COVID.
Oh no. Really?
That's okay.
Did everyone actually get COVID? Congrats, by the way.
That's how you know.
Tell us about it.
That's how you know
Steven,
everyone was up and personal.
yeah. Steven says, I hope for my daughter's sake he doesn't get traded. Hey, her name is Tyler and he's her favorite player. She also says he's her boyfriend. Wait, who are we talking about now? Oh, Tyler Lockett?
Tyler
Okay,
Lockett,
right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
4 days after we all got it. Did you go on honeymoon? Like, were you at your honeymoon already after you had you got COVID, or were you at your honeymoon when you realized you had COVID?
Chad, what's up,
Ooh.
brother? He says, who would you rather have, Gallup or A-Rob? I would say A-Rob for me. I think Badaki would see the same. We do see a really, really great upside for A-Rob now in Atlanta, or sorry, in LA. I think he's going to have a really great year. MP says 4 days after we all got it. Oh my goodness. I was actually on holiday. I don't know if MP knows. He probably knows Noosa.
shit.
I was in Noosa for Christmas. It's like this really nice beach area in Australia. And I got COVID. It was terrible. It was awful. Like getting COVID on holiday is one of the worst feelings ever, because you literally feel like a train hit you, but you're around like some of the most beautiful beaches and you can do nothing about it. It was awful. She's 5. Steven says she's 5. Love that. Hey, I like that she's already fallen in love with football at the age of 5. That's awesome. Yokiyama says, I need to get in a league if y'all are down to let me in. So all of the people who join our leagues, Yoki, they support us over on Patreon. So it's a way for you guys to support us, support what we do on a monthly basis. And then some of the perks that you get in return, one of them is playing in a league with us. The other is the Fantasy Hotline, where we answer all your questions. Kind of like a sounding board for your trades and any sort of advice. You also get our rankings, get supporter-only live streams.
I'm VIP.
So,
he says, right. Never mind.
I'm VIP. I love it. MP says honeymoon is in Africa. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Wedding was at Byron. Love that.
But, MP, you're from Australia?
Yes. Bro, what do you mean from Australia? It's from Sydney.
I just completely forgot about that.
Charlie League MP.
Should we meet up? See you in the city, man.
I'll see you at Byron Bay.
Nah, Wing Boys. Wing Boys in the city. You
Oh
been there?
my gosh.
That's the spot. Babe, I think it just might be Wing Boys for my birthday.
Wing Boys over Wing House?
Nah, I don't know. I think we might just get wings for my birthday again.
Ross says, I thought we were going to round 12. We go to round 12 in redraft, round 15 in Dynasty. What's up, Gator? MP says, Badaki, you're dead to me. I love it.
I honestly, I completely forgot. Just genuinely forgot. What was I gonna say? Where do you live in Sydney? Again? I'm trying to like remember the conversation. It's been so long because it was like earlier. It was pretty much like earlier this year now.
All right, so we see Baker go, Mariota go, Lazard, Woods, Kenny G, Danny Dimes off the board. Wait, is this Dom as in Dom from KC, Dom? Because the only one person who would know ZZ Rock. That's hilarious.
Is that like your rapper name or something? When you used to rap?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes.
His face is red. Look, he's embarrassed.
My face is always red.
Yeah, fair. ZZ.
I wouldn't have anything to be embarrassed about. It's not like anyone's watching anything. But that was a very interesting. I don't know if you remember when what was it called? Remember when jerking was a thing?
Yeah.
The Power Rangers.
Yeah. You used to jerk? That sounds weird.
I tried. I was god awful at it. I mean,
my gosh.
I'm pretty sure I looked terrible. Wonder if I can actually try and find it on YouTube. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible.
They used to be these like Spanish kids in my school that used to do that. They used to wear super skinny jeans with Vans and wear like Hollister t-shirts, or like Hot Topic t-shirts. Yeah, it was very, very interesting. I wonder if I can find it on YouTube.
I want to I'm gonna grab Taekwon here. What was the name of the group that we were the group quote unquote that we were forming? Dom, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what we called it. We called it something. Cause like the Power Rangers were such a cool name. What did we call our group?
The Power Rangers were kind of fire though. We should probably watch one of those videos.
Well, if we do, the stream will get taken down.
Bruh, that's actually just a classic. That's super nostalgic. That's weird.
Yeah, we're jerk. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what we called ourselves though. I wonder if the K-Reg crew. That's right. And that's because K-Reg is jerk backwards. So we thought that was cool. The K-Reg crew. Oh my goodness. That actually brings up memes. Yeah, I was terrible at it, but Dom was much better than us. I think he carried it hard. I can't even find it on
so funny.
YouTube. But yeah, that was a funny part. long time ago. We had a lot of free time, and we thought the Power Rangers were sick. And I can confirm I am not as good as they are by far.
Go Power Rangers, you know?
That's really funny to think about. Dom, are you in Kansas? Are you in New York now? Remember you talking about that. Hope you're doing well. It's been so long. Oh, guys. We have another live stream right after this on our redraft channel. If you guys don't know, I know this Dynasty channel has really been popping off the last 3 or 4 months. Huge love to everyone who has subbed over here. We're going to go ahead and end this draft here. But over here on our redraft channel, this is where everything kind of began. This is the OG channel. And now we're covering redraft content on it. But we're about to do a redraft mock over here. What I'll do is I'll paste this link and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can come watch us over there. You know, if you're in the Discord, we're going to send the link for this redraft mock as well in the Discord. So feel free to join us over there on the redraft channel. I know a lot of you guys obviously have found us on the Dynasty channel. Huge love for all the support. I mean, again, I'll say Badaki and I's goal was really to get monetized on this channel by the time the season started. We started this channel, I think, around February, and already over 2,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Really appreciate the support that we've gotten from you guys. We put a lot of work into the content, and it's awesome to see people liking the content. Like that's really rewarding. When you put time into something and end up seeing that people really enjoy it. So appreciate all the love. Thanks for all the likes. All the people who have joined our YouTube membership, who have joined Patreon, who have joined a league. Appreciate you guys. It does mean more than you know. You guys are really helping us fuel our dream, which, earlier we talked about how we have so many leagues. Like, you're literally helping us fuel our dream with playing in a league with us. So appreciate you guys. And again, link is in the chat if you want to join us over here on the redraft channel. Dom, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Honestly, come join the redraft link. We can keep chatting.
Can you send me
Love you always.
Can you send me that link, that number, by the way, that token that just sent to you?
Sure.
Where in Brooklyn do you live, brother?
458-1599.
458-1599.
Yeah.
Where in Brooklyn do you live? Because that's where I'm from. Just letting you know. No pressure, though.
He's from BK.
Well, he
Brooklyn
lives
Nets.
in Brooklyn. Is he from Brooklyn or he?
I'm saying you are.
Oh yeah. You can't see me right now because I'm setting it up because the camera kind of gets glitchy if I open up another one. But.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you over there on the redraft channel. He says you don't want to know. Come tell us over there. We'll see you guys on the other stream. Join us there. And